All right, what's going on, guys? Here with Mr. Joe Bennett, the hypertrophy coach. Currently 5 weeks and 2 days out of the Olympia. So he texted me asking if I need a little push. I'm like, always. So we're hitting chest today here at the Raw Athletic Club. He put me through a little bit of warm-ups right now to get my shoulders moving, ready to go, which I need right now because my neck's a little jacked up and shoulders are always a problem for me. So we're moving, gonna get warmed up, do some heavy presses, some flies, and all the good stuff. So hopefully you guys learned something. A popular time to train.
What are you training today? Forearms?
Or booby.
Oh, okay.
You gotta grow some boobies in
Yeah.
6 weeks?
Yeah.
Or 5 weeks?
5 weeks, yeah.
5 weeks and 2 days, bro.
Yeah. And then work on those arms. I don't want to say anything, but
They're looking small, right?
fucking no. No.
What up, bro?
They've been shrinking. What's up?
How are you feeling?
Kyle, you gotta contend with all the bros doing
Face.
chest.
It's coming down,
It's
yeah.
coming down now.
Face is chiseling down.
That's good.
Getting there.
That's nice.
I'm getting close to my weight-ish.
What's your weight count?
242,
What are you at now?
252.
What do you normally weigh on stage?
On stage, 242.
Oh, okay. I didn't know how close you always are every year.
Well, I'll get down to 241 and then I stop pushing.
Oh, okay.
So I just float, you know?
And you normally stay around that then, getting there?
Sorry?
So I'm saying then you normally actually get on stage around that. You never have to like cut
Yeah,
down.
no, I'm like
okay.
on stage at like 243 probably.
Yeah, okay. I never know how that works. Well, let's just do some warm-up stuff right here, staying here. So I'm going to take you through like 2 or 3 different things, and then we'll just find a bench. I don't know which bench you like. I don't know if these look nice.
Maybe one will open
That one
up
looks
by
like it
then.
would piss me off.
It was wide?
Yeah. Do you like wider or you like more
No.
narrow?
I
Kind of like in the middle.
I like the OG Life Fitness ones.
Yeah. This will be good too for helping with stuff here. So the first thing I'm have you do is like basically just circles with your scapula. So I'll demo. So like obviously you're just doing like taking them all the directions they go. So elevate, protract, depress, retract, and then back up. So just visualizing big circles. Like how much can you get them to move? Yep. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Elevate, elevate, elevate. Protract, protract, protract. Slow them down just a little bit. Forward, forward, forward. Down, down, down. Retract, retract, retract. Elevate, elevate, up, 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 up. Yeah, get to those weird spots. That's where you're gonna help some stuff. Down, down, down. Let's go like 2 more. Squeeze back, squeeze back, squeeze back. Up, up, up. Forward, forward, forward. Down, down, down. Let's go 1 more. Yep. The next one we'll just do isolated internal external rotation. So on these I just want you to stop at your end ranges. So just go as far as you can internal without pain. Hold for like a second. And then far as you can external. Hold for a second. Just scoot forward just a little bit when you do these. I'm gonna give you a little push in too. Go ahead and bring it down. So then just real light push into my hand. 3, 2, 1, back up. Just super light, like you're doing 2 pounds worth. Push in, 3, 2, 1, back down, push in, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 1 more each way, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. The last thing before we start a bench is I'll just have you do circles. So literally just think about like how big of a circle can you make. So you're protracting when you go this way. Protract, 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 elevate, elevate, elevate. How far can you get them back? And then we'll do like 2 or 3 each direction, and then just back the other way.
Keeping palms down like this?
Just let them go where they're not, because you'll get to like weird spots where like it won't really matter here, and as you get up to the top, just kind of let them go where they go. So don't think about whatever, just everything needs to still be comfortable. Like I want you to kind of push to your end ranges, but don't like avoid any little like pinchy stuff. Yep. Yep, you're good, you're good, you're good. And same thing here, elevate, elevate. Why don't you go in those weird spots? So keep protracted, keep protracted, keep protracted, depress, depress, depress. Yep. Yeah, just 1 or 2 more each way. That's good. I'm gonna have you do 1 or 2 more like in between your first couple warm-up sets. But that's just whatever you normally start with.
All right.
Yeah. And then honestly, if I mean, same as when we worked together before. Like if I want you to do only thing slightly different to start is just do everything a little bit slower. Because if I was gonna have you do anything at all different today, I'd rather have you do more sets for warm-up than maybe you normally do, but less reps.
Yeah.
You know, if that makes sense?
More warm-up, less reps.
More sets, less reps per
reps.
set. Yeah.
Right.
So I'd rather have you doing like, if you, let's say you normally do 4 warm-up sets,
Yeah.
I'd rather have you do 5 or 6, but I'd rather have most of the warm-up sets be only like 5 to 8 reps at most.
All right.
If that makes sense?
Yeah. I normally only do like 5 anyway.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So like whatever you normally do, but like I said, if anything, maybe the team is like 1 or 2
Right.
more, and then that'll just give me a little bit of opportunity to kind of like tweak stuff if we want to tweak stuff at all.
All right.
Yeah.
Beautiful. The guy who's done my stem cells does a procedure where he puts some like blocker stem cell or something in the vagus nerve.
Yeah. Huh.
I don't know if that would do anything.
Yeah. Keeping your chest a little taller as you come to the finish. So a little slower to the top, like intentionally a little slower. I know it's kind of light for you. Control. Good. Feel like you're keeping this to the ceiling as you come to the finish. There you go. You can rack them up whenever you're on. Oh, you're waiting for that, dude? I got you. I'm just making sure you're not waiting for me to tell you to do something.
Am I allowed to stop?
Yeah. Come, I'm gonna have you do a little like trap 3 thing, just as another warm up, and I'm gonna have you do 1 more for your chest. So all that I want you to do here is retract, thumbs to the ceiling, hold for 3 or 4 seconds, and then back down, retract, thumbs to the ceiling. And so same thing, just get like a couple seconds squeeze at the top.
I was actually doing like consistent trap 3 raises at the beginning of this year, like
Yeah.
beginning of every workout, like lying down, like
Yeah.
these and all that shit, like trying to get up to like, I started with 50 to trying to get to 100 and like going, and my posture
Getting
got
up to
so much
100?
better. Yeah.
What, 100-pound dumbbells on trap?
No, 100 reps.
Oh my gosh,
No
like what
way.
the hell are you talking
Like
about?
a 1 second pod, 100
Yeah, I
reps.
was like, if someone can do that,
No.
I would literally pay money to see that.
Like finger hands up or?
Externally rotate. Yeah, just think thumbs up probably the easiest. So just retract first, nice and smooth, and then hard squeeze. Like honestly, with all that stuff, like trap 3 and all that like little corrective work, I think it's awesome. But like you said, like the practicality is like nobody does it.
Yeah.
So like I'd rather just get in these positions every once in a while, squeeze, hold a little longer, 3, 2, 1, 2 more. So like this is all like, because this is like a big Paulquin one. And like I used to do the same thing where I would do that, like extra rotation. I was like working on getting up to these like percentages that Paulquin always had. That's good. And but I think the like 90% of the benefit doesn't come from actual like your strength in those positions. I don't want to say that's bad, because anytime you're getting stronger anywhere is beneficial. But like being able to get in those positions, I think is where 90% of the benefit comes from. So like that's a lot of like mobility stuff. Like just like we started, like I'd rather just do stuff like that, where it takes like 3 minutes, just do it before upper body. And then honestly, I think you'll maintain range of motion so much better just doing that.
Yeah.
Whereas if sometimes it just gets cumbersome where you're trying to do stuff for like 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes before a workout,
Literally.
and then you're tired and then just you're not gonna do it as
And
well too.
mentally fatigued.
Yeah,
like,
but and I think about like your traps, like the whole thing is like what is magical about this position? Like your traps work like when you're retracting, when you're training back. So it's not necessarily about just increasing the strength of the traps. I think it's just literally more about getting those positions that nobody gets in.
Yeah.
And honestly, like even when I was like closer to like my heaviest, like 250, like I could get in like crazy positions still with my shoulders just because I always did that stuff. People are like, what do you do for that? I'm like, I've literally just been doing the same stuff
Just
for like
rotate.
15 years and don't stop.
I was doing those at the beginning of the year, they were helping. Stop when I got in prep.
Yeah.
But I've been doing like similar to some of that stuff we did, but
Yeah.
like a single arm, like a
Yeah.
hip car, like rotating that around like that.
Yeah, yeah. Anything
Same
like
shit.
that is like, that's worth its weight in gold. Just to do anything like getting outside of just all bodybuilding positions, you know?
Just something different.
Yeah. So on this one, if anything, slightly different. So that's the 1Q. Because I don't want to give you too much shit today, and if I ever give you too much shit and you're like, shut up, I just want to go, then that's fine. Like that's why I said beforehand, like if you have any patience for anything.
Yep.
But if there's anything on this, just maybe have like a little longer pause, And make sure you're keeping this, because the only thing I was seeing as you come to the top is like a little bit of this as
Yeah.
you're coming. You might just lose a little bit of tension on your chest. And so maybe stay out just a little bit, so not quite all the way in here either.
right.
So just get a little bit more intentional with your end positions.
All right.
So feel retracted, little pause, yeah. Yeah, and just smooth the finish. Yeah, those are really pretty. Good. That looked good.
Better?
Yeah, I'll give you one more one just to warm up. So I'm gonna have you lay down. I'll just show you actually. This will be like the last thing that we do like this. But I do like this one for just kind of getting in good positions, feeling your chest. Because I'm gonna have you basically just go like a fly, and then I'm just gonna press into you. So same thing, like I'm gonna go with both hands, but give you a little bit of pressure right here. And I want you to really get to the point where it's like bicep in the side of the chest, kind of coming towards your collarbone, and then just squeeze there for an isometric and just get like a nice solid contraction. And then I'll just have you bring it back down and go again. Squeeze. So same type of thing, like maybe like 3 or 4 reps where you're just holding for a couple seconds.
All right.
So same thing, set that position, shoulder blades back, chest nice and tall. Start kind of down here and come up this way just a little bit, if that makes sense. Yeah, and just think about into my hand, squeezing your bicep into my hand. 3, 2, 1. Yep. Good, chest nice and tall. There we go. Bicep right into the side there and squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Nice. This is a good one. Just forget about your hands. Just think about bicep into the side of that pec. And then squeeze the chest. 3, 2, 1. Let's go one more. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Does that feel good?
Hey?
Does that feel all right?
Yeah.
Feel good?
Kind of popped my shoulders a bit too.
Okay.
Adjusted them a little bit.
Yeah, literally, I was like looking down. I still can't figure out what it was. Like, I think I was like, grab these shoes and I didn't notice. I think that's from paintball. I went paintball with my oldest for the first time.
yeah?
Or something. Yeah. And I was like, why is there shit on my shoes? Like, literally, I have shit all over all my clothes. It's a good thing I don't care about any of my clothes. I'm like not a clothes person
Whatever.
anyway. And but then it's like trying to figure stuff out. Like my boys do baseball now too, so it's like I'll have clay on my shoes all the time. Then for a while, and it's like grass, sand, random whatever we did. It's like I can figure out what we did this weekend.
Better than having perfectly clean shoes in a boring life, you know?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
That's why I would just wear Vans all the time now.
Yeah.
This $60 pair of shoes. And
Same thing, take your time with these. Just keep them really intentional. Check that position. Really own the bottom and the top, especially the bottom. Nice pause, squeeze it to the top, that's beautiful. Pause, squeeze to the top. Awesome. That's a great one. Watch you here?
elbows, yeah.
Yep.
Please. Is that what you normally do?
Yeah. Yeah, just making sure. Just maybe take this kind of right to one pass failure maybe. I don't want to have you going ape shit on this.
Yeah.
If it looks good, I'll just kind of take you through one more. Right here with you. got it. Every inch is yours now. Take the time on that bottom. Make it hard. Yep. Got another one. Keep it smooth. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Yep. That's it. Nice. Good stuff.
I feel like I barely tried to slow it down and it still felt significantly harder.
No, it looked great. They look really good. And that looked good too, because that one even looked, that's the beauty of a heavier weight is you kind of have to be a little bit more intentional with it, otherwise you're really in trouble. But that looked even, that one up here looked better than even your warm-ups up here.
Really?
That's all I watch for too, because I'm making sure I've had, not that I'm concerned with you because you know the same yourself, but I'll have every once in a while I'm training somebody and I'll tell them to cut it. I'll see something like that, their pecs might have more, but one's over here doing something like that, and I'm it's not worth it.
Let's just get out of here.
Yeah.
You know how many reps I got there?
I barely touched on the 8th and then took you through the 9th. Although we can always review the game day footage if we had to.
Sure.
Instant replay. That'd be kind of funny to do on a video, do an instant replay, and then put headsets on, see what he did here, and draw some shit on it. Yeah.
Every now and then I'm I was trying to do very specific progressive overload this year, and I couldn't remember what I did the last week, and I didn't track my weight.
Yeah.
So I just go on my YouTube video.
Oh yeah.
I'm all right, I had three and a quarter
That's
plates
the benefit of it. I'm sure at some point in time, that's I'm sure you're the same way. My least favorite thing ever is to have to watch one of my videos back again. Because people will say, so I had something comment, oh, that video was really cool, the editing was great. And I was maybe I'll have to watch it if my guy put a lot of time and effort into it because I didn't do it. But I will, it's nice to look back and be oh, was I as controlled as I thought, or was I whatever?
Yeah.
That part's actually kind of cool of the filming day and age that we live in.
Yeah, you always feel at least for me, I'm always all right, I'm gonna move really fucking slow on this one.
Yeah.
And the reps are still flying.
Yeah.
All right.
And sometimes, honestly, it's that intent. If you're intense they're gonna turn out better. That's why I say it doesn't really matter the pace that much,
Placebo.
Yeah.
I haven't really spoken to him in a minute.
Yeah.
I went MIA this year. I had a child, and I'm all right.
Yeah.
I'm not talking to anybody.
There you go, right there. Come on. All of them like that. Good. Yep. Right here with you. Take your time. Let's go one more. I got you. Control. All right, squeeze. Nice set.
The right one's hard to give out stability at the end.
Yeah. It's half that I'm always watching. I was I feel like we're all good. I can make it go one more. That's what I always figure. If it ever feels bad enough, you just be nope. Boop.
I'm actually not the least OCD.
There's some things I'm not about. I can put plates on like an idiot that make everybody mad. I'll put a skinny one on first, whatever. But handles, if that would just
have one of these and a CAS handle.
Yeah, exactly. That would bother me.
That'd be a bit much for me.
Keep it almost slightly like a decline. So butt towards the edge of the seat, and then when you're back, really big arch. So if we look at where the cable goes, it kind of really lines up with kind of outer pec line. And so basically you're trying to keep upper arm and cable and everything right in line with the outer pec line. If that makes sense? So using the bench, we'll really take a nice deep stretch, pause, and then from there, hard squeeze. And I'll give you some cues here to finish, but I want you having that same thing. Kind of forget about the hands. If anything, that's a slight bend in the elbow here, a little bit straighter to the top, and really finish just driving your bicep.
Are you rotating it at all, or just driving?
No, I want to say
elbows
keep it fixed, yep. I mean, that little rotation can maybe get it a teeny bit shorter, but I find sometimes then it can be kind of feel like crap on the shoulder.
It'll pull my scapula.
Yeah.
I already have enough trouble keeping my scapula
And honestly,
back.
on that is on these, so flies, on almost all presses, I think keeping the scapula back is a great tool. If your scapula comes forward a little bit here, it's actually not a big deal.
That's fine.
Yeah, so just keep it, that's if you keep the finish intentional, where like your scapula goes like this, kind of pulls around, good. If you just kind of throw it here, like obviously that's a completely different thing. I'm sure this will feel pretty light, but it's new, so might as well take it. Scoot your butt forward just a teeny bit.
Forward?
Really big arch, yep. You feel like you're having this towards the wall the entire time. Yep. And just keep this intentionally slow because it's new. Feel it out. Yeah, that looks great. Nice deep stretch. Hit a little pause there. Yep. Hard squeeze. Yep. Yeah, that looks awesome. Lined up just right. Pause. Squeeze. Yep, I got you. How'd that feel?
Feels really good.
Nice.
That's like complete contraction.
Yeah,
Like,
it's awesome, right?
and I don't need. Sometimes on flies, I feel like I need to like,
Yeah, otherwise you don't
or
get all
the,
the...
something's hitting or something. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm out here and I still have full contraction
Yep.
in my pec.
The nice part on that one is I'll even cue you a little bit for the next one, is I'll have you take your arms, and it's just worth messing around with, take your arms even a little bit straighter, so you're almost at lockout.
Yeah.
Because it's no challenge on the tricep because it's pulling this way anyway. And even kind of smush them together even more. Because like
Yeah.
that's one of the best cues you'll have if you're ever getting in a position that fully contracts the pec, is just smash your bicep into your chest.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you think about your hand or almost anything else, like you'll end up, like you'll have people go like this, and it's like, okay, like that's the end. But if you look here, there's like, watch when I do that, like I probably have like 20 degrees of range of motion
sure.
that I got cut, you know, so that's kind of a, I'll have you do one more pretty light one just to, nice big arch. Yeah, perfect. You can try on this one just to mess around with it, bring the hands the teeniest bit lower, just to see how that feels. Because both are fine, just kind of see which one feels slightly different. That one's just a little bit more on plane, kind of with the lower pecs. Yeah. Nice pause. Hard squeeze. Gotcha. Yep. I'll bump you up a little bit because I want a lot of tension in the stretch, but the further back you scoot it, it'll take a little less off of that stretch and have a little bit more on the top.
Yeah.
And it's like one's not, so if you're just thinking that whole profile thing, the further forward you are with the cables, all that staying the same, the heavier it is here, the lighter it is here. The further back you go, the heavier it is here, the lighter it is here.
So the more in line you are with it, the harder it is on the
top.
contraction.
Yep, for sure. And so it's like, I don't ever think of it, none of that's good or bad, because this is a little bit newer. I'm like, and we already did something that's like really overloading the bottom.
Stretch.
I screwed you back just a little bit. And then it's also, there's a concern for like, you know, that's always your most compromised position.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of making that peak heavy, I'll make it just a little less heavy there. And then also get a little bit more up here.
Do you push that a lot, and especially when people in prep? If you were like, they're both the same, but this is less likely for injury, so
all
let's
the
lean
time,
on that.
yeah. Because all that discussion, like that's where I'm sure you pay marginally attention to the stuff the nerds like get too much into now. It's like, it'd be like, oh, well, everything shows that this is superior, and then like if you actually look at everything shows this is superior, you know, it'll be on like a bell curve, and it'll be like this much superior. And then it's like even on the curve, there'll be people that it wasn't superior for, people that it was exceptionally superior for. But this whole thing is like, okay, well, it might be that much better. What does that translate to in someone's appearance? And then also, what does that translate to, like considering a whole bunch of other variables too, about like, well, how is that position for the individual doing it? Are things compromised there? Is there a risk of injury there? Whatever. Like, there's a million
What are
things.
the other million factors?
Yeah,
that come
exactly.
into
So
play?
it's like I like all that stuff because you want guardrails to make logical decisions.
Yeah.
But some of it's like everything changes for the individual.
Yeah.
And on the way back, you can always mess around too. It looks like you're in a good position already, but I always tell people like feel free to bend the elbow as much as you want, because if you keep it too straight sometimes, you'll feel your bicep tendon stretch before your pec. So there's nothing wrong with like sometimes it almost looks more pressy and then a little bit more straight to finish. Because it's like same thing, you might as well keep it more comfortable on that bicep tendon, shoulder joint in general, and then more on the chest. Gotcha, yep. Feeling pretty good?
Sorry?
Feeling pretty good? Pretty light or?
It was still pretty light, yeah.
Okay. You want to go up to 2 or 3, maybe?
Do 3. We'll try working there.
Now I'm doing your thing. Fuck. Turn them all on. Those look great, man. Take your time. Keep that spot. Pause. Hard contraction. Smash on the side. There we go. Pause. Squeeze. Beautiful reps. Keep this tall. Reaching it towards me. There you go. The whole time. Hard squeeze. Great reps. Good reps, man. Keep going, man. Keep it on there. You got a couple more. Keep it there. Keep it up. Don't relax. Don't let tension off that chest. Hard squeeze. Good. Keep this tall. Keep that stretch. No relaxing. Come on. Same pace. Hard squeeze. Come on, another one. Don't bounce out the bottom. Stretch. Make it work there every time. Pause. Contract from there. Hard squeeze. There we go. Good. You got another one. Come on. Stick with it. Chest tall. Hard squeeze. Yeah. One more. Last one. Same pace. Don't speed up. Make it hard. Don't make it easy. Come on. Pause. Contract from there hard as you can. Keep going. Squeeze. Bicep into the side. Find that end. Squeeze it. Squeeze it. There we go. I got this. Good set, man.
Feeling good. Very isolated.
Say what?
Very isolated
Yeah.
on my pecs.
Yep.
So it's not just volume by number, but
Yeah.
nervous system stimulation.
Yeah, thinking about everything that comes along with it. And it's like, again, things like this, where it's like, obviously, that's the funny thing, because you had all the same bullshit growing up that I did, where it's like you have to do like these mass builders, which obviously there's a whole lot of truth to that.
Yeah.
But then it's like at some point in time, you're like, when actually, because again, most young guys, like you really should just be beating the shit out of yourself doing stuff that's really hard and heavy.
Yeah.
But as you actually do get to that point where like you're really tipping on the edge of like, what's my recovery, especially during prep, then it is like, okay, well, I see why like a machine could have some more benefit or something more isolated could have some benefit.
Yeah, especially when you're almost 30, had a child, sleep's
Yeah,
not 100%,
there's that,
your
yeah.
recovery's not what it used to be.
Yeah.
I do realize the only thing I haven't really been able to like bring up like I did just by beating the shit out of it were my legs.
Yeah.
Like I could just cheat code them into killing myself in our squats.
Yeah.
And they would grow.
Yeah.
Now they grow, but it's
Yeah.
like they haven't like progressed barely in
Yeah.
years because
Yeah.
I can't beat them up like I used to.
Yeah.
Where my upper body is continuously growing.
Yeah. Good. Best reps now. Chest tall, right from here, squeeze hard. Bicep into the side, there we go. Want you straighten the arm a little to the finish. Finish that contraction, keeping this tall. It's always tall. Squeezing with the chest, squeezing with the chest. There we go, again. Nothing changes, come on. Go, 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 go. I got you. Finishing. We got one more. Come on, best rep now, Chris. Keep it right where you want it. Come on, right where you want it. Go, 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 go. Finish. All chest. There we go. Gotcha. Whew. What's up, man? I'm gonna guesstimate your setup, so just put one on the bottom to start.
We probably got a similar length torso.
And this will feel like the way I have this weight set, we won't keep it like this, but just for a couple warm-up reps, just get a hard squeeze at the top. So it should feel really easy, just a little bit more challenging at the top. And then I'll show you how I like to warm up on the... Most of the time, for like the majority of your working sets, if you're ever doing it, it's, again, some of it is personal preference, just basing off your failure reps, but most of the weight you'll want up here. So just kind of overloading the stretch to the mid-range.
Yeah.
So like typically if I'm doing it, I might have like 2 plates and some change, and then like 1 plate down here or something like that. So a similar thing for you. But then the way that I look at it, where it's, again, kind of depends on, because you don't just press straight up, there's a little bit of this going on, is if you got to the point where like you're going through and it gets like way too easy at the top, then that might mean move a little bit down here.
Yeah.
Or if it's like so damn heavy that like you can't get past this point, then you might move a little bit from here, to, like that kind of stuff, just mess
adjust
around a little bit.
accordingly.
Yeah. So let's put probably pretty right. Let's put another one on top. So one in the middle,
plate?
one on top. Feel a little bit of heavier out of the bottom. So same as all of them, little pause, and then hard contraction through the top. And on these, if you want, see how it feels, but you can tuck the elbow just the teeniest bit, but like mess around with that, because I'm not really a stickler for too tucked or too flared.
It's still kind of bottoming out. Should I just not go that low, or?
You can just stop just before it bottoms, yeah. I mean, honestly, for this, it's like one of those things where, you know, that extra tiny bit of range, I don't think you're gaining a whole lot from. Feel okay?
Yeah.
Then that's where you can kind of just play with this a little bit. Like working sets will always give you the best idea of like what kind of weight spread works best for you. It'll generally always be like more here-ish and like less here, but the exact ratio is going to be like a little bit different from person to person. And then what we can do for a little like the fun drop set that we can do is overload the short position first, because you tend to be a little bit weaker there. So again, whatever we do, so we put more plates on the bottom. So we do normal sets, like 1 or 2 working sets like this, just with what I think, if you were ever just gonna do straight working sets, no extended sets, like this is the best way to do it.
Yeah.
But for messing around for like fun extended sets, because you're weaker here, we could do like, let's say we'll do 2 plates, so maybe like 2 plates on the bottom, 1 plate in the middle. We'll take it all the way to failure, and then we can take the 2 plates from the bottom. I'll do all this, you don't have to remember any of this shit. Put them all to the top, and then you'll be able to get a couple more reps. It'll feel weird as hell, because it'll feel like you won't be able to get through, but then kind of once you break through, you'll be able to get to the top. Yeah. There's nothing magical, but it's kind of like a fun way to just, whatever, do an extended
So everybody weaker at the top in the contraction? That's like
it depends on a lot of factors. Yeah. For like almost every, there's a lot of factors, because if I say a statement, some nerd's gonna fucking catch me like, not on this movement, whatever. But in general, if you look at any single muscle, with like literally like a tiny bit of exceptions, if it's just a single joint, muscles are weaker in their most shortened position, if you can actually get there for muscle, and generally strongest in the mid and then to the lengthen. And then there's like just a couple weird exceptions in the body. That's literally like, the biggest exception to that is glutes. And that's just the way it's like an internal mechanics thing, where it's like that. So if you think about like how strong people are with thrust, it's like that almost doesn't occur anywhere else.
They're very unique muscle too, the way they fucking just like fan around.
Yes, it's honestly like, it's very, for like a bunch of nerd reasons, I can and do nerd about stuff like that, but yeah.
I like listening to it. I just like, there's only so much I can soak in, you know?
Especially right now.
Especially right
like
now.
Tomorrow you'd be like, was Joe here yesterday? We did some chest.
Was that a year?
Just be reminded, be like, something's store a little bit different, okay.
Yeah, the guy who's helping me with my training this year, he mentored under Poliquin, and he just like got all the knowledge, and I'm just like,
take your time on that first one. Get a feel for it, smooth squeeze through.
Oh yeah, that's heavy.
Yep. And then take your time. I said really own that bottom position, and then hard squeeze through. Good. Hard squeeze, hard squeeze. Spots do 1 or 2. Stick with it. Go. Yep. Let's go one more. I'm right here with you. Don't change anything. Go. Yep. Yeah. Finish it. Great set.
you're one of the few people who like perfects the spot.
Oh yeah.
I know it's a simple thing, but my buddy down here, my favorite training partner ever, it's like all or nothing, you know?
Yeah. That's like the funny thing. It's like, and I could nerd about that, but I won't. Maybe some other time when you have calories, so I'm like, hey Chris, you want to listen?
You need to write down things I need to nerd about.
Yeah. Even then, it'll probably be like, keep this under 15 minutes, Joe.
Yeah.
But if I honestly feel like I have like, if my highest skill set is my ability to spot people that know how to train on like their last reps.
Yeah.
And I could talk about for like a bunch of reasons why. It's like not just from obviously having trained with people like prior to even being a trainer and being a meathead, but like I feel like that's what I want to like. I want to get that just right.
Yeah.
Like that's a big deal for me.
There's an art to that relationship
for sure.
too. Like when you're like, you just have to trust the person so that everything is just like better than your first rep.
Yeah.
A spotted rep could be better than your first rep.
And honestly, for like so many, because the thing that's the slight nerd about it is like, part of the factor is how the machine loads.
Yeah.
Part of the factor then too is like, people's like, you have like, the joke is you have like these files, like of every, like literally every single like set you've ever done in your entire life, you have like files of like, how does that feel? What does that happen? And so you have a file if you're doing this by yourself of when it's like done. And so it's just like, you used to like, you would probably know if like that last little bit, it would be done here no matter what. So you just work hard and then that's the end of it.
That's it.
So like part of it is because that file already exists of like, it's done right here. Like I have to override that file and be like, hey, you just keep going. And then you just kind of like close your eyes and be like, all right, I'm just gonna keep squeezing.
Yeah.
And obviously sometimes it's like, I don't even know if I'm doing anything or Joe's just doing all of it or whatever. But so it's like stuff like that I find interesting and fun, where it's like, cause that half of it is, it's like, I like it too, cause if you have a good spotter, it allows you to focus on what you should be, is just what's the muscle doing, period.
Yeah.
You're not thinking about, is this going up or down? You're just thinking about, okay, I'm just gonna keep contracting as hard as I can.
But like when we were doing flies over there, I like forgot about the weight, and at the beginning you were just like, just squeeze your elbows in. So I was literally just squeezing my elbows in.
Yeah, and it makes a massive difference. Good. Take your time. Perfect. Good. Gotcha, man. Nothing changes. Come on. On that bottom. Yep. All right, one more. Now, best rep. Same pace, same control. Let's go. Let's go. Finish. 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 Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. That was great. Beautiful. Nice. That was great.
Can't complain.
So I'm gonna kind of feel this one out, but so we're gonna do this one basically to failure. It's gonna feel weird as hell because it'll feel like nothing, and then just really hard at the top. And then when I say done, you just chill out. I'm gonna rearrange the weight in a way that I think makes sense, and this first one we'll just do one drop set. All right, and then whenever we do the drop, I'll just remind you before you go. It'll go from feeling like super easy, really fucking hard, to like, I can't get this up, and I'll be like, trust me, you can get it up, grind through it, and then it'll feel easy at the top, and then we'll just finish reps like that. Same thing, best thing you do is probably just like close your eyes and think about murdering your pecs, kind of.
Just
That's the
squeeze.
game plan. Yep. Give me a little pause at the top on this one. Nice hard squeeze. There we go. Yep. Same pace, same control. Hard squeeze, hard squeeze. Yeah. One more. Control. Hard, 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 hard. Finish. I got you. There we go. Control. Just chill. I'll tell you when to go. Take your time on the first rep particularly, because it'll feel weird. But just then smooth contract through it. Yeah, these are the fun ones now. Keep these pretty. Go, 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 come on, come on. Get there, get there, get there. We got one more. Stick with it now. Come on, Chris. Don't relax, come on. 10 out of 10 now. Go, 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 go. Yeah. Slow. Nice set.
That was strange, but it felt good.
Yeah.
That first one felt really good.
Yeah.
Locking in the
Yeah.
contraction there.
Yep. There we go, come on. Yep, I got you, I got you, I got you. Come on. One more. Stick with it. Come on, Chris. Best rep. Go, 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 go. Down slow. Take a break. All right, back in. Take your time. So we'll pop this top on the first one.
It's heavy in the top or bottom?
Bottom.
Bottom.
Yeah, it'll feel kind of plop at the top, but stick with it. A couple slow reps. Go, go, go. Great, Chris. Come on. Last couple. Let's go. Yep. We got one. Last one. Come on. Nice. What's up, man?
Jeez.
Who the hell puts 10s here?
Can't even see straight right now. It's blurry. Worth it.
Go. There you go. Nice. Yeah.
I don't think it'll be Florida, but
No.
we'll see. Still a northern boy, you know?
Yeah.
I need some pine trees and a little winter
Yeah.
or something.
I was in Pennsylvania for a very short period of time in my life, so I'm full converted to Florida now.
Yeah. I don't want Canadian winters,
Yeah.
but it's also a little weird over here.
That's true.
Tampa's a little more of a normal city,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, Tampa's one of my favorite cities. Obviously, I mean, a little bit. Squeeze. Step in a little bit as you finish that rep. Good. That was it. We got it. Failure. Obviously, just so you don't feel like you're tipping over. Yeah, and a little longer hold of the end position there. Really hard squeeze. Yep. How hard can you squeeze right there? And just keep going until you can't get the lockout. Hard squeeze. Stick with it. Nice and smooth into that finish. How hard can you contract? Good, keep going. Squeeze. There we go. Yep. Walk forward. Yep. Yep, right there. Still trying to take them all the way to lockout. There you go, perfect. Good, just one or two more there if you got them. Good, step even closer. And if you can, to finish it, feel like you're almost stepping just those last couple. Step. Yeah, if you don't got them, you don't got them. Then you just partial it. Yeah. Good. That was good.
My body doesn't know what a mechanical drop set is.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm done back there.
It did it right to the very end.
Yeah. Hey?
You're looking cute.
Getting there. Trying to be as lean as you, bro.
Are you ahead from where you were last year or anything?
Maybe marginally. It's hard. I can't remember. And I moved houses, so I don't have the same lighting for my check-in, so it's like, who knows?
Lighting makes a tremendous difference.
It does. I've started taking my check-ins in the worst lighting possible.
I do too. And then I'll get in, and now I'll be like, look great. And I'm like, don't fucking lie to me.
Yeah, fuck you, I look like shit.
I know I look like shit, bro.
Look good, or?
Yeah. Yeah, the only other thing I say with like any, like, obviously most people are doing overhead stuff for like long head, is try and make sure you're keeping your upper arm as still as possible, even more than other tricep stuff, because like the long head crosses over the shoulder joint. So if you're contracting it here, like to shorten it obviously, and at the same time you move your upper arm, then it's kind of like, for all intents and purposes, like lengthening from the other end.
Yeah.
It won't have as much of a change. So that's the only thing. It looked pretty good. I mean, you're just getting a little bit like, kind of almost like a little like pressy. Does that make sense?
press.
No, don't do press.
Don't
Yeah,
press.
don't
It
press.
was being pressed.
You were, yeah, the last ones. I mean, so if you, and on these, because you're really doing for the stretch, like don't feel like you need to come all the way up, because then your upper arm moves to get all the way up.
Yeah.
I just think like we already trained that position great with what we did first. So wherever you go, if it's just from there, yep. So go again. So just go. Stop. Yep. Like
So that
Yep.
instead of that.
Yeah. That makes
Hard
sense.
for me to even do it, no way.
Yeah. Well, honestly, the thing you gotta train yourself is everyone's so programmed for triceps that you have to go to full extension.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then think about like
Okay.
honestly, like anything is like the same as like, it's like chest. Like if you've already done like, how many like flat presses can you do, right? If you've done the motion, you train that range of motion, then it's like redundant. If we already really like did this, like you train full extension really well over there, so we're trying to get some
Just
length.
stretch it.
So again, so if you can just keep your range like right there, it's perfect. There's no reason to have to go to there,
Yeah.
because everything's just changing for you to just get there. Yep. Yeah, that looked good. Yeah.
Felt strange, but
Yeah.
after like 4 reps, my triceps were like, oh, okay.
Oh yeah, you'll feel it. Yep. You are weaker in this position for triceps than you went for all these.
Yeah.
You know, so it'll feel like I'm not going to that weakest position, so I feel like I'm kind of cheating myself. But you're actually staying where that load is like working the most in the range where you're actually stronger.
Yeah.
So because it's just a sensation thing really. Because I don't have the sensation, it's not as hard. Where in reality is, no, you're just actually staying in that length where you want to do the exercise for anyway. So.
You don't have the sensation of just a complete lockout.
Yeah, and that's the tricky part
is
where
the
it's
easy
like
part.
it's like the double-edged sword where people is like that type of sensation is certainly not necessary like on every exercise. It's like the difference between like that's the people that just do leg extensions instead of squats and like, well, they feel better. It's like, yeah, I get that they feel squeezy and everybody likes that, but you're probably actually the other lengths are better for growing big quads. And same here. It's like, yeah, squeezy stuff. Same with pecs. I mean, I think it's worth having one exercise that you get all the way there. Like, might as well train the muscles full contractile range. But most of the growth of chest stuff is probably lengthened through mid-range stuff, you know?
It's like the dumbbell kickbacks.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I can do 5 pounds and
Yeah,
squeeze the
it
shit,
feels
but, like,
great, yeah.
That's all I can do.
No, yeah. Exactly. I'm gonna pretend like I'm doing something. Keep that nice and still.
You can tell me where to stop. There?
Yeah, that was perfect. Nope, too high. Right there. Now just keep it moving. Don't speed up. Keep it moving, don't speed up. Keep going. Same pace. Partials. Slow, slow, slow partials. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. If it moves, it counts. Nice. That was good. Not, you know, it's not more of like, if it's more stacked almost like this, and it's more of like a chest and shoulder thing. But if you're sitting back a little bit and having the hand come more right towards your shoulder, like that's, I really want your elbow folding up like that.
Crazy elbow flexion.
And then as you come into the finish, I want you having, this will be like a weird thing you just have to mess around with and see if it makes sense, is as you're pressing down, like obviously imagine like your hand's going technically, like there's an arc occurring. So I want you to feel like you're finishing almost like a rope press down. So I honestly feel like you're trying to like slide your hand that way without it actually sliding. That makes sense?
Like the pressure's kind of going from the out to the inner of your hand a bit.
It's honestly like, if it kind of feel like you're trying to rip the handle off that way.
Okay,
Type
yeah.
thing. And
Throw it
honestly, like,
back.
so some of this stuff, You'll probably feel a little bit better with like a false grip on this one, but that's totally comfort. So if it feels weird, then obviously it's fine to grab. But I feel like it's a little bit easier to fold up where you're not like having your hand fixed like this sometimes. You know, 'cause then it's like weird stuff where if you could be a little bit more like this and kind of pressing through maybe a different part of your hand, might feel a little better. And I think this will make the most sense for the profile, but you can always mess around with that.
Yeah, small quads.
Okay. Let's say you got small knee joints. There you go. Yep.
Like there?
Yep. And just take time, just a couple. Obviously, I want to feel a little bit different, so. And then keep going up if you can. Keep going up. Keep going up. Yep. As long as it doesn't feel bad on the shoulder. And honestly, if you can, I know there's some weight on there. Sit a little bit more upright. Not so much lean forward. There you go. That might even help you a little bit on this one. Get a little bit heavier. Sit upright that way. You don't feel like you have to fight the weight as much. Just tell me when you're done warming up. Love that.
That's good, yeah.
Did that feel better when I was pressing down your shoulders a little bit?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. When we get the heavier weight, because obviously like part of the reason you want to lean forward is to keep your center of mass over it. Yeah, I mean you can, because the only problem with sitting back for more triceps is you use this a little bit less, obviously. So then you can just push down so you can push it. I'll let you do a couple without, and then I'll put it in. You can tell me if it makes a difference or not. Take your time. Fold it up. Keep it.
It does help.
Okay.
Sorry. Sorry to say.
Come on, stick with it. Fold it up. Rip that handle. So when I say different, like I might have these a little bit higher because compared to a normal lateral raise, this allows you to get a little bit further back, a little bit more range of motion, and also tends to be like a really comfortable position for shoulders. Whereas I can do them a little bit lower and make it more just kind of like a normal lateral raise, but it tends to like limit range of motion, sometimes not as comfortable in the shoulder joint, but they're both good variations. So basically just bringing them kind of up, you know, it doesn't have to be too exact, but the cables will pull you basically the height where they should be. And then you're just kind of going straight out and back. So it's kind of like somewhere between a lateral and like a Y raise, if that makes sense. And you can just mess around with what feels comfortable there. But because of the setup, like you should be able to like really pull, like a good cue sometimes is hand towards the ground or even like cable towards your shoulder joint. And you'll probably be surprised, it's like a pretty comfy there.
So wrist is just sitting in there.
Yeah, and honestly, so yeah, most of the time you'll just find I just kind of take a grip and it should just like kind of sit in there pretty good just like that. But you can kind of mess around with that a little bit too. Yep. Yep. That looks really good. Smooth back. And even mess around, it'll move you just a little bit. Try like even there a little bit. And both spots are fine. So just kind of worth just feeling two different spots. Nothing really magical about one or the other, but that actually gets like the delta a little bit more contracted than like a normal lateral raise would.
Feels good.
Yeah, and like I said, most of the time feels pretty good there. Good. Yeah, and the only pain in the ass a little bit is getting out. But
Getting heavier. We got big hands.
Yeah.
And small wrists.
Come on now, I got you. Keep it smooth. Same as everything else. Smooth, contract, 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 contract. There we go. Come on, another one. So snake squeeze now. Gonna drive that arm to the floor. Good, let's go one more here, come on. Last set. Let's make it good, come on. Go.
No.
Great job.
Oh, I don't know.
Can you do it?
Let me do one arm at a time. You got the other?
Yep.
All right.
There you go.
Oh, it's a nice little stretch though.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Same pace. Come on, pause. Hard squeeze. Don't swing it, squeeze it. There we go. Come on, make it hurt. There we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Make it hard. Don't make it easy. Let's go. Go, 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 go. Come on. One more. These are the fun ones. Go, 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 go. Yeah. I'll do this side first. Got it. There we go. Last one. Nice. Same pace, same control. Make it hard. All those reps to get to these reps. Let's go. Hard squeeze. Yep. Come on again. Again, come on. Go, 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 go. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go 2, come on. All the way, go, 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 go. Squeeze. Again. Go, 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 go. Squeeze, couple partials. Don't stand up yet, same pace. They're not fast, straight out. There we go, right there. Keep them going, straight out. Come on, Chris, last ones, let's go. Come on. Come on, don't stop. Keep your head on, let's go, come on. 5, 4, 3, 2. Nice. Ooh, good set, man.
I'm stuck. Wow, that felt good.
Yeah, that's great. That's one of my favorite feelings ever.
The
That
side
right there?
delt, like,
Oh yeah. Like it's such a unique thing, like how like localized and intense it is.
yeah.
Completely different, horrible than like leg, but still awesome. That was good.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, absolutely. Good session.
That's good. I like these things.
Yeah. There you go. Keep those.
It's for me?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
The odds of those not getting lost now are pretty slim, but
The odds of them getting lost?
yeah. Low carbs. Just kidding.
No, I'll keep them. Once they're in my gym, they're stuck there forever.
Yeah, that
No
was
one
my
can steal
intent. I was
them.
gonna bring you some stuff, leaving the gym.
My jaw's cramping now. All right, so wrapped up that chest day with Joe. I thought we were gonna train together, but he bailed on me, so
I did.
He put me through it. What would you say is your #1 takeaway to tell people to pay attention to from what we did?
Pay attention to everything. I don't know. I mean, honestly, just be a little bit more intentional. If you're watching this and you're actually strong like Chris, you know, you definitely want to err a little bit more on the side of use form to make exercises really hard.
Yeah.
You know, because Chris at this point in time, like I said, is actually strong. He's not really ego lifting, but I think he's from just coming up being a meathead and same as everybody else,
Yeah.
can just kind of move some stuff and sling stuff around. You know, so especially for somebody 5 weeks out from something fairly important, you know, even that's another reason to err on the side of if you slow things down just a teeny bit, you can arguably make it just as hard or harder on the muscles and at the same time make it safer.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you want to do that?
Yeah.
Now again, obviously this is any information given anywhere on any subject, I guess, in the world can be taken the wrong way. So there's somebody out there that's already going really, really slow and squeezing everything with 20-pound dumbbells and hasn't moved up in weight at some point in time. So some of this just depends on the type of person that you
Yeah.
are. You know, I think a lot of us kind of get started just more meathead. I got to lift as heavy as I can, just swinging stuff around. It's
1 rep
fun.
maxes
Yeah,
and
just,
yeah.
you know, and so that information and that, you know, context and advice works really well for people coming from that background. But if you tend to overanalyze stuff a little bit, then maybe you could be a little bit more of a meathead. And really, I always say ultimately is the balance. You'll be the best that you can possibly be by balancing both. You know, sometimes you got to get in, you got to work hard, but I guess it's just more focused effort. You know, focused aggression.
Focus
whatever.
on your weak points. And
Yeah.
It's funny how like I always find training with someone different like you, how smart your body is at adapting to weak points.
Yeah.
And like I'm a very explosive person. Like I was jumping, all that shit. So I'll like explode and then right here I'm strong, but lockout and bottom I'm not.
Yeah.
So you telling me just to cue that squeeze at the bottom and at the top, I dropped 10 pounds and made it way harder, but I got a better contraction. So
and everything's whole. Nothing got injured.
nothing hurt.
Yeah,
That's
great.
the secret.
Yeah. So
So yeah, hopefully you guys like the video, learned a thing or two. Get a big chest, some big delts, some big triceps, and we're golden. So
yeah,
thanks
and
for
a
watching.
nice beard.
And
He's
a nice
almost
beard.
there. You gotta catch up.
Mine will be gone soon.
The next one will be a beard tutorial. So
By then mine will be shaved up.
yeah, I'm gonna come in and dominate.
Yeah.
I'll be definitively bigger in the beard at that point. in time.
Yeah, you got me beat there.
Yeah.
Let's see how you do under pressure. I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better.